What is going on, guys? My name is Brandon and welcome back to the channel, where today we are going to be doing another video about learning things, because apparently I know absolutely nothing. Well, I know specifically nothing about the underwater world, the oceanic, or I could not name all the sharks even. Which brings us to today's video, where we are reacting to top 10 terrifying creatures scarier than the Megladon. Yes, I found another video with the title Megladon in it because, you know, gotta get the views up. So yeah, let's see all the mythological creatures. Is that the word? Mythical? I don't know. All the extinct creatures, or just made up names completely creatures. And let's just see what this video has to say in general.
Once upon a time, the Megalodon was regarded as one of the most powerful predators to have ever lived.
I like how the video started with, once upon a time. In a galaxy far, far away.
23 million years ago, there are definitely some terrifying creatures from today that could give it a run for its money. Welcome back, most amazing crew. I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Emily. And today we're going to be diving into some of the scariest creatures that we share this crazy planet with.
They done the hand gestures. They did it. They went there. They done the hand gestures.
Starting us off at number 10, we have the Portuguese man of war. While it bears a striking resemblance to a jellyfish, the Portuguese man of war is actually a species of siphonophore, which are essentially a group of organisms that come together.
They are tiny. They are tiny little things.
There are 4 specialized parts in a man of war, and each is responsible for a different task: floating, capturing prey, feeding, and reproduction. And they're known to travel in legions of 1,000 or more. But despite their beautiful purple and blues and overall badass looking vibe, they are not a creature you want to face if you can help it. Their tentacles grow an average of about 30 feet in length, although some have been recorded as long as 100
feet. Look at that.
Feet.
That looks like an inflatable. That proper does. It's like, it's not even like a proper jellyfish shape, you know what I mean? Like, I would not look at that and think it's a jellyfish. I'll literally mistake that, accidentally pick it up, thinking that's the inflatable, honestly.
Their long tendrils contain stinging nematocysts, which are tiny little capsules loaded with barbed tubes that deliver venom capable of paralyzing and killing fish. Now, luckily, it is rare that people die from its sting, but still, it will be sure to cover you in painful welts that will last days on the skin, and in some cases, the venom travels to the lymph nodes, making the victim feel like they're having an allergic reaction and actively suffocating. So, while it's rare to actually die, any encounter with them will leave you feeling as if death is just around the corner.
Damn, okay, you don't want to be hit by one of those things. But the way it says, like, the venom goes traveling around the body, mate, at that point, I feel like I'll be turned into like a superhero. I'll be the jelly man. I'll just get all my tentacles out and be like, whoopash, whoopash, whoopash. Don't mess with me. What am I on today, honestly?
Number 9. Cone snail. Found in the warm waters in the tropics,
okay, so take turns,
these beautiful creatures are instantly recognizable for their highly prized brown and white marbled shells. They can be seen in shallow depths closer to shore, near coral reefs and rock formations, and beneath sandy shores. But do not dare to touch the 4 to 6 inch long gastropods.
Sandy shores, that's a Fortnite location, is it not? Am I mistaken? Is that a Fortnite location? I don't know. It sounds phenomenal.
I'm warning you. Their concealed harpoon-like teeth contain a complex venom known as conotoxin, making them one of the most venomous species of snails. And yes, there are other venomous snails, which I didn't even know was a thing. Thankfully, only a handful of people have ever been stung, but unfortunately, there is no anti-venom. The toxin stops nerve cells from communicating with one another, so the creature not only causes paralysis within moments, but per its nickname of cigarette snail, affords you about enough time to smoke before you die. You can find these in the waters surrounding the Caribbean islands, Hawaii, and Indonesia. So if you're vacationing there, be careful.
I feel like it's always the smallest like creatures that always end up being the most deadly, rather than the big historic ones. It's always the smallest ones that become the most deadly that you want to stay from, because, you know, you don't really see them. You don't. Where they're so small, they're hidden. You ain't gonna see them. A lot of silly ones, isn't there? Like, I've never been stung by any, like, fierce creature. You're saying that, I've never even been stung by a bee or wasp. I've never ever had that ever happen to me. I feel like I want it to happen now, because I just want to know what it feels like. Is that bad to say? Is that weird to say of me? I don't know. I just never experienced it, okay?
The box jellyfish.
Another jellyfish.
To date, there are 51 different species of box jellyfish that have been discovered. And while there are some species you might be safe from, there are others that can quite literally take your life. The box jellyfish possesses one of the most venomous stings in the animal kingdom.
Another venomous sting,
and the bigger they get, the more they need to be feared. Unlike many other venomous animals, the box jelly doesn't just release its venom on anything that threatens it. It actually reacts to a chemical on the skin before releasing its death-inducing poison, so as not to waste it on inanimate objects. In Australia, researchers have recorded 64 deaths by the dangerous creature, but even if it doesn't take your life, the sting can cause lasting health effects on the victim's immune system, as well as leave them covered in burning welts, blisters, and bleeding lesions from where it touched you. Some Australian swimmers and divers have resorted to wearing pantyhose in the water so that even if they do come into contact with the terrifying creature, the venom won't be released as their tentacles won't sense the reactive skin chemical. But even so, I will be taking further protection and not going near them to begin with.
Only 61 though, that's not too bad. I was expecting like at least like 130 or something. 61 is not too bad. Obviously, yeah, bad for the people that went through it. Still, it's not a lot. It's not a huge bunch of people.
7. Brazilian wandering spider.
Oh, a spider.
Spiders in general are creepy, but this one, the size of the spider is huge. It can be 5 to 7 inches long. Now, if that doesn't scare you already, may I add that it has a highly venomous bite. Many spiders have fangs packed full of toxins,
I'm not really scared of spiders.
Unfortunately, the Brazilian wandering spider is not one of these. It bites people, so beware. Even worse, this spider often lives up to its name and wanders into densely populated areas to seek shelter in dark, cozy places like the inside of shoes, clothes, log piles, cars, and other places people may stick their hands. I just got the chills.
Yeah.
Now, if you happen to get bitten by one of these, death can occur within 2 to 6 hours of a bite.
2 to 6 hours? Oh my god.
Though fever, vomiting, and paralysis also can occur. Bites from Brazilian wandering spiders are uncommon, but don't let your guard down in their territory, just in case.
True story, I've actually nearly been bitten by, what was it called? I believe it was like a false widow. And it was weird because these spiders recently hit the news that day. Like, they were hitting the news that there's some widow spiders crawling into the houses from the woods or something because it was so hot at the time. And they were just invading, like, a lot of homes. And then one day, I was literally just sitting on my sofa, just mind my own business, you know, as you do. And then I felt this, like, crawling on my neck. And then, like, I was thinking, what is that? I did not think of it. So, straight away, I went ping, flicked it off. I saw it land on the ground. I got closer to it and I realised it was a spider, obviously, yeah. But when I was looking at the like colour of it and like the big massive booty it had in the background, and then I searched it up, and then yeah, it turned out it was a false widow that was ready to bite me. Like, it could have bit me right there. Like, it could be like a vampire bite, or I could have became the next Spider-Man for all I knew. I don't know what could have happened to me if I got any venom or whatsoever. I don't know exactly what false widows actually do to you. But yeah, it was a close encounter. I genuinely could have got bitten by a false widow. So yeah, you just gotta be careful. It doesn't matter where you are, like, mate. Like, you gotta keep your guard up.
At number 6, giant spitting cobra. Found in the eastern and northeastern parts of Africa, the giant spitting cobra is exactly what it sounds like. These big old death snakes can measure up to 9 feet, and some have been known to possess enough venom to kill 15 people. The venom is released from the fangs located in the top jaw, and if threatened, the snake wastes no time spitting its venom at the attacker, sometimes reaching as far as 8 feet away.
Yeah, I've heard of these.
Even scarier is their ability to release venom for hours without running out. The giant cobras tend to aim for the victim's eyes, as their venom can cause permanent blindness. I've seen these things in action. No matter where they get you, you can be in trouble.
Yeah.
Their venom has a strong necrotizing effect, which means it can kill the tissue around the wound and cause the flesh to begin decomposition. Many survivors of spitting cobra attacks are disfigured from where the venom met their skin, and even when patients are administered with antivenom you venom, there is still a chance amputation may be required, which is insane. As if I needed another reason to be afraid of venomous snakes.
Number 5, saltwater crocodile. Florida's alligators may be scary, but they have nothing on their cousin, the saltwater crocodile, who is more short-tempered, easily provoked, and aggressive towards anything that crosses its path. These crocodiles can grow up to 23 feet in length, weigh more than a ton, and are known to kill hundreds of people each year. With crocodiles as a whole are responsible for more human fatalities annually than sharks. Now, saltwater crocodiles are especially dangerous as they're excellent swimmers in both salt and fresh water, and can strike quickly with a bite delivering 3,700 pounds per square inch of pressure, rivaling that of the T-Rex. If that's not enough to scare you, let me put it into perspective. Humans chomp into a well-done steak around 200 per square inch, a mere 5% of the strength of this crocodile's jaw. So yeah, they're strong and can rip a human apart. These animals are mainly found in the Indo-Pacific region, everywhere from India to Vietnam and all the way to northern Australia. I will definitely be staying away from them.
There's like a video on these things where like someone literally like put their whole head into the crocodile, and then they got out just in time before it got like snapped his whole mouth like again. I swear there was a video on that once. I'm not sure. I might be making stuff up or seeing things. I'm pretty sure though that was a video before. I swear I've seen it somewhere. Or it might not even be the exact crocodile. It might be another regular crocodile for all I know. But still, never seen a crocodile in real life. But I'm curious to see one.
Coming in at number 4. Hippos. They might not be some unsuspecting creature with a venomous bite, but that doesn't mean they aren't one of the scariest things you could ever come into contact with. The hippopotamus, found in select corners of Africa, kills around 500 people a year. For reference, just 11 people reportedly died from shark-related incidents in 2021. Now, the hippo is not interested in eating you. They are largely herbivores that eat about 80 pounds in grass a day, although they will sometimes feast on a carcass every now and then. Their only reason to
let them big, I let them chunky. That's all I know. The words. That's all I know. I let them big, I let them chunky. That's what it reminds me of right there. What is it? So you moto. That's what it is, yeah.
Most commonly, hippos will attack people on boats, launching themselves onto the vessel and capsizing it before snapping your body like a twig with their powerful jaws. But even walking too close to their designated river could be the end of you. Known to even be territorial of the land surrounding their body of water, sometimes up to 550 yards away. If they spot anyone that they deem a threat, they will bolt their huge bodies at 20 miles per hour until you are, well, no longer a problem, let's just say. So while there are a lot of animals to be afraid of catching at a bad time, the hippo is definitely near the top.
Number 3, pufferfish. Everyone thinks these are so cute, but they can be very dangerous, so don't touch one. Pufferfish, also known as blowfish, are located in tropical seas around the globe. They're the second most poisonous vertebrae on the planet, and they're arguably more dangerous as their neurotoxin is found in the fish's skin, muscle tissue, liver, kidneys, and gonads. Now, some people like eating pufferfish, so all of that must be avoided when preparing the creature for human consumption. While wild encounters are certainly dangerous, the risk of death from a pufferfish increases when eating it in countries like Japan, where it's considered a delicacy known as fugu and can only be prepared by trained, licensed chefs. Even then, accidental deaths from ingestion occur several times each year. The neurotoxin is up to 1,200 times more poisonous than that of cyanide and can cause deadening of the tongue and lips, dizziness, vomiting, arrhythmia, difficulty breathing, muscle paralysis, and if left untreated, death. So yeah, I'd suggest not eating one. Better safe than sorry.
How do you actually make one of those puffer fish? What makes them actually go like bigger? Is it they get like scared or something? Is it like the sudden like reaction? Is that what it is? I don't know. How do you make him actually puff? I don't actually know. I actually really don't know. You have to let me know in the comments below. I don't know.
Number 2, the blue-ringed octopus. Don't let the adorable tininess of this cute little polka-dotted fella fool you. The blue-ringed octopus can kill you, and it will do so faster than you can imagine. Native to the Pacific Ocean, the tiny creature is found in the soft, sandy bottom of tide pools and coral reefs. Now, usually they keep to themselves, hiding out in crevices or shells, but if you catch them outside their hiding spot, do yourself a favor and get as far away as you can.
Why?
When threatened, the bright blue rings appear, and anything that gets too close will be bitten. Their venom is 1,000 times more powerful than cyanide, and these tiny little death traps pack enough to kill roughly 26 humans in a matter of minutes.
Oh,
First, the venom blocks nerve signals in the body, causing your muscles to go completely numb, while a wave of nausea and blindness overcomes the body. Ultimately, all of your muscles are paralyzed,
oh god, yeah, imagine
including
seeing that
those
behind you.
required to breathe, and so the victim will die from a lack of oxygen. To date, there is no known antidote, although if it's caught early enough, you can sometimes be saved by artificial respiration. To make them even scarier, their deadly bite is usually painless, so most don't know they've even been attacked until it's too late. Thankfully, the blue-ringed octopus won't go out of its way to harm you, so just leave them alone.
I'll see it from a distance, yeah, it looks cool.
See another day.
And coming in at number 1 is golden poisonous dart frog. From the name, you know this frog is poisonous. It doesn't look scary, it's a bright yellow frog, but don't be fooled. Despite its small size, this frog is likely the most poisonous animal on the planet. It has enough venom in its body to kill 10 adults. Its toxins are located on its skin, so just touching it is dangerous.
When I was younger.
These frogs are actually very important to the local indigenous cultures in Colombia's rainforest. The frog is the main source of the poison in darts used by the natives to hunt their food.
They
carefully expose the frog to the heart of the fire, and the frog
exudes
small amounts of poisonous fluid. The tip of the arrows and darts are soaked in the fluid and remain deadly for 2 years or longer. Scientists are unsure how the golden poisonous dart frog gets its venom, as scientific studies show that if the frog does not eat its usual diet of Colombian plants and insects, it does not have venom. While an encounter with this animal can be terrifying, scientists have also found it very useful. So, to conclude, don't touch this frog.
Thank you so.
I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's like, I mean, I could easily run away from those things, so it's all calm. Yeah, I'll never touch it, and I don't plan to, because, you know, frogs are kind of boring. Frogs are generally kind of boring, yeah. But you know what? We've had an interesting, like, learning discovery in this kind of video, and I like the fact it's been like outside as well, not just underwater videos, which I liked as well. My favourite from this list will probably be the spider, I think, or the block jellyfish. I think one of them two were the favourites, or even actually the blue light octopus. Those ones were the coolest ones, I feel like. Or saying that, the cobras, but I don't know. You know what? I liked a lot of them. I did like a lot of them. But yeah, the smallest ones always end up being the most deadliest ones. It always happens. But yeah, maybe I'll choose like, sorry, Silver. I'll probably choose cobra or the spider. One of them two. I feel like they're the coolest ones on there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments below. If you like have any more knowledge, or if you want to have any more recommendation videos that you want me to particularly react to, then let me know in the comments below. And also comment what was your favourite creature in this video. And I'll see you later. Take care.